Who in this charge? On Tink. This bitch go off. Nah, this 21st, right? Oh, okay. Let me go get my box of woods. Hey, let me get a box of woods, bro. I don't phone nothing. Running this, watch this go off on Tink.
Man was shot and killed in Gary, Indiana, and responding police ended up shooting the suspected gunman.
In today's video, we are going to travel to Gary, Indiana, the home of Deshaun Bradley, better known as Screwly G, a 24-year-old emerging talent in the music scene, who is a member of the STK gang. Many fans believe Screwly G is from Chicago because of the way he raps or his associations with many Chicago rappers such as the Bloodhounds. But he's actually from Gary, Indiana, more specifically, Miller Beach, a city with a population of just 69,000 people. While the population is low, the crime rate remains alarmingly high, making it the highest crime rate city in the whole of America. At just 15 years old, Screwly G jumped off the porch looking for older role models after the passing of his father. Then sadly, just a couple of months later, he got a call that his cousin, Tyreek Fox, also known as Tink, had been gunned down in an accidental shooting where he passed away, due to his injuries at the age of just 16. The shooter was never identified, and this loss deeply affected Screwly. To this day, he mentions the name Tink in his music to honor his memory. At 16 years old, Screwly G and his crew formed into the gang STK, which stands for Shoot to Kill, in alliance with TTA, Tie Top Assassins, named after the death of Tyreek. From there, Screwly G began sliding on his ops with his best friend Boogie, who he mentions numerous times in his music, but we will get more into that throughout the video. They both quickly gained the reputation of being Indiana's top shooters, while the war between the east and west side of Gary intensified. STK beefs with the west side gangs such as the 1800 block and bottom side. This rivalry between the two sides is one of the reasons for the increasing crime rate in Indiana, with multiple back-to-back murders, some even just a couple of hours apart, as both gangs have committed violent acts against one another, causing a cycle of revenge. By this time, Screwly G had become the leader of his gang, rapping about doing drills and his affiliation in the streets. It was around this time that Screwly G linked up with Mario Films, who helped him develop his presence as an artist. Initially, Screwly G was rapping under the name MB Screw, and in 2018 they put out 8 music videos, all in just 6 months, marking the beginning of his rise to fame. This shaped the evolution of the talented artist we see today. However, the streets would only pull him back, leading to a noticeable decline in his musical consistency. In 2020, his friend Big Kev was shot at a local nightclub in Gary and passed away on arrival at the hospital. Officers attempted to stop the shooting in hopes of saving Kev's life, but the killer attempted to shoot back at the police, leading him to be shot in the leg. He was also rushed to the hospital for treatment. Screwly G wasted no time. Once he found out the person responsible for Big Kev's murder, he called up his closest friend, Boogie, and the two would seek vengeance for their fallen member. However, things took a turn for the worse that night. While Screwly and Boog did hit their intended target, when the bullet stopped, Screwly G looked over at his friend Bug and realized that Boog had been shot in the heart. He bled out, and Screwly G rushed him to the hospital after a change of clothes, but Boogie was pronounced dead on arrival. Many blamed the Screwly G for the death of his best friend. Even one of his ops, 1800 Sosa, went on Instagram to say, "I ain't going back and forth with nobody who shot their best friend in the heart." Screwly G was now at war with everyone, beefing with people from the east to the west side of Gary because of his fallen friend. After losing 2 of his closest friends in such a short span of time, Screwly G was in a dark place. Determined to channel his pain and aggression, Screwly went back to making consistent hits, dropping real heartfelt music such as Real Spill and Letter to Boogie. Throughout 2021, the buzz surrounding Gary, Indiana, gave Screwly G the breakthrough he was waiting for. While racking up big numbers in the music scene, the streets would yet again come back to haunt him. In June 2022, Screwly G was riding through the ops hood when he spotted Javion Hawthorne, also known as JV or Visky, at a gas station. Screwly hopped out, spraying shots with his Draco, hitting Visky multiple times and causing him to bleed out on the spot. In a recent track, Make Me Mad with Bloodhound Q50, Screwly G references the situation in the lines, "Last time your homie died, he died by the pump right there on the floor, and JV died at the store. Draco shots had him running and twitching," a Draco being the same gun used in the shooting. From there, VMF, Visky Mafia family, was created in honor of Javion Hawthorne, becoming Screwly G and STK's main rivals. Only 2 days after Screwly G allegedly killed Visky, STK member Jeremiah Williams, or J Main, was shot dead in retaliation. VMF quickly became a big threat to the STK gang. Not only that, they were now even beefing with the Bloodhounds from Chicago, as Bloodhound Q50 also dissed Visky in his song with Screwly G. This caused tension between the two gangs, and VMF member Lil Steve clapped back, dissing Q50's best friend, Bloodhound Lil Jeff, with lines such as, F Lil Jeff, gotta do better, 19 taps and y'all just let him. VMF leader, 1800. Sosa also dissed the Bloodhounds, saying, they know exactly what I'm on. I want blood. F a hound. By this time, Screwly G was becoming a local celebrity, racking up millions of views on his channel. However, creating music rapping about the street life and dissing his ops only ever puts a bigger target on your back. In November 2023, Screwly G nearly lost his life while shooting a music video. Midway through his performance, multiple shots were fired at the local Airbnb. The music video was finally released and is now sitting at over 11 million views. Fans went on to respect the cameraman for holding it down, as he was allegedly seen firing shots of his own.
Yeah, I ain't gonna get too much into it though, you feel me? Cause like I don't wanna like get on no police like incriminate, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I ain't gonna lie, like I'm sent 2 shots though, like a real shooter know, like, you feel me? If a nigga would've shot that up, it would've been rapid shots, like, you feel me? It wouldn't have been no big pause. It's like, I'm a gangster though, you know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas is in that running with guns, you feel me? A lot of them niggas though, I ain't gonna lie, like I said, when a lot of like, half them niggas in there, like I ain't even personally invite, gang, you feel me? Like, that's what we went wrong at right there.
This incident only further intensified his career, making him a hot topic in the music industry. Numerous interview platforms wanted to get him on to speak about his crazy life. When the drill journalist Word from the Trenches made an interview with Screwly G, he also planned to do an interview with STK's main rival, 1800 Sosa, not long after. This didn't sit well with Screwly G, who went on to say, if you're going to go ahead and interview my ops, don't bother dropping our interview. Word from the Trenches responded, saying that Screwly couldn't tell him what to post and that these street dudes got it all twisted. Screwly responded to the post saying he would real life kill him for talking like that and telling him to send the location because he was pulling up today. It seems this response made the journalist think twice before posting the video. To this day, you can see the interview with 1800 Sosa on his channel, but not the one with Screwly G. Thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments, what do you think is next for Screwly G? Will he continue rising in the music scene, or could his rapid rise to fame become his downfall, much like we've seen with other rappers who rap about the street life they are involved in? The streets and the spotlight are a dangerous mix, and we'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories like this.